Welcome back to our breakdown of Landman Season 1, Episode 9, Wolf Camp. If you haven't seen the episode yet, be warned, there are major spoilers ahead. In this episode, the stakes are raised to new heights, leaving Tommy Norris, his company, and his family facing life-threatening challenges. Let's dive into the tension-filled finale of Wolf Camp. In this episode, the cartel strikes back in a big way. After a National Guard operation mistakenly targets a cartel convoy, the cartel takes swift and deadly revenge by sabotaging one of MTEX Oil's key facilities. This act of retaliation is a turning point in the series, marking the beginning of a deadly escalation. Tommy Norris, who's been struggling to keep his company afloat during the oil boom, finds himself in an increasingly precarious position. The destruction of the facility is no random act. It's a calculated warning. The cartel isn't just making a statement, they're launching a full-on assault on Tommy and his business. This puts Tommy's leadership under the spotlight, as he now faces the threat of losing everything: his company, his employees, and his family's safety. The cartel's attack doesn't just affect MTEX Oil's infrastructure, it shakes the very foundation of Tommy's leadership. As the company's future hangs in the balance, workers are left terrified, unsure of their safety in an industry already fraught with danger. Tommy now has to make decisions that could determine the survival of MTEX Oil. Every move he makes is crucial, and the consequences of failure are dire. This moment is a wake-up call for Tommy. No longer can he play by the rules of the oil industry. What started as a business venture for profit has now turned into a personal and existential struggle. The cartel isn't just after oil, they're after power, and they're willing to destroy anything in their path to get it. Now, let's talk about the gray wolf, a symbol that runs deep in this episode. Early in the episode, Tommy's neighbor shoots a gray wolf, calling it a pet-killing predator. At first glance, it seems like a simple, perhaps even cruel, act. But there's so much more to this moment than meets the eye. The gray wolf, once nearly extinct in Texas, represents something much deeper. The wolf's death can be seen as a metaphor for the changing nature of the oil industry itself. The oil business is ruthless and predatory, much like the wolf. It's an industry that devours anything in its path, leaving destruction behind. The wolf's death also mirrors the fate of Monty Miller, a character who's been a central figure in Tommy's journey. Monty is part of a dying breed, old-school oilmen who built their empires through grit, determination, and sometimes ruthless ambition. Just like the wolf, Monty is fading away, unable to keep up with the changing landscape of the industry. His death could be a sign of the world moving on toward greener energy sources and away from traditional oilmen like him. But there's another layer to this symbolism. The shooting of the wolf also represents a shift in power. As Monty's influence wanes, a new generation steps up, and that new generation is embodied by Cooper Norris, Tommy's son. Throughout the series, Cooper has expressed a desire to follow in Monty's footsteps, and in this episode, we see him taking bold steps to make that dream a reality. Cooper's path is different from Monty's. He doesn't chase after wealth for the sake of it. He wants to build something lasting. His plan is to acquire leases and mineral rights in the Delaware Basin, a region known for its high production costs but huge untapped potential. He believes that by focusing on these opportunities, he can build a future for himself and Ariana, the widow of a deceased oil worker. But there's a warning from Mr. Harden, a leaseholder Cooper works with. He cautions Cooper about the seductive nature of power and wealth. It's a trap that can corrupt even the most determined individuals. This is something that Monty himself struggled with. His obsession with power led him down a dangerous path. Cooper, though, is determined to do things differently. His focus is on hard work and calculated risks, rather than letting greed and ambition cloud his judgment. Still, the question remains, will Cooper be able to avoid the same pitfalls that destroyed Monty? Cooper's journey in Wolf Camp marks a significant shift in the series. He's no longer just Tommy's son. He's becoming a force in the oil industry. His rise signals a generational shift in leadership. While Tommy built MTEX Oil on traditional practices, Cooper's vision is about expansion and bold risks. He wants to take MTEX to new heights, and his plans could either save the company or stretch it beyond its limits. Cooper's decisions will be crucial in the coming episodes. As the company faces external threats, particularly from the cartel and internal tensions from a new generation of oilmen, Cooper's role will be vital. Will he be able to manage the company's future? Or will his ambition drive him to make dangerous choices? And that's where the episode leaves us, in a critical moment for MTEX Oil. Tommy is at a crossroads, and so is Cooper. The cartel's retaliation has brought them into a dangerous power struggle that neither of them can ignore. As the season builds toward its finale, the fate of MTEX Oil, Tommy's leadership, and Cooper's future hang in the balance. Will Tommy be able to outmaneuver the cartel and protect his company? Can Cooper navigate the corrupting influence of power and lead MTEX into a new era? These questions will define the final episodes of Landman. Landman Season 1 Episode 9 has set the stage for a thrilling conclusion. With Tommy's leadership in question and Cooper's rise as the new oilman, the show has reached its peak. The cartel's sabotage marks the beginning of an intense struggle, one that will determine not just the future of MTEX Oil, but the legacy of the men who built it. The oil industry may be changing, but one thing is clear: survival is the only thing that matters. Stay tuned for the final episodes, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth breakdowns of your favorite shows.
See you next time.